Hello and welcome to AFcast. I'm your host Malcolm, and today I'm here with Bryce A, and we are
What up? What up? Let
Oh.
me say hi. You're so rude.
and we're talking about the new Minecraft update 1.15.
Buzzy bees.
Yeah, it's the Buzzy or Busy or however you want to say it, bees.
The stupidest update in
It
Minecraft
really
history.
is. It's like this will probably be a short episode because of how small of an update this is.
All they did was add bees. The end. Game on, guys.
Yep, pretty much.
I'm not wrong.
So essentially, what they've added is bees, like he said, and then also kind of like a beehive, and then also you can kind of create, or I guess they added bee nests, the bee's nests, and then they've also added beehives that you can make.
And then honeycombs and all that, so you could get honey and all that.
Yeah. So essentially, you can find bee nests randomly around the world, and essentially, this will be in like forests, plain biomes, and I'm pretty sure that those are actually the only ones that you can actually find the bees' nests in them. But these spawn naturally, and you can actually harvest honey in them, and you can basically harvest honey by using bottles, like empty bottles that you can craft. And then you can also use shears on the beehives or the nests, so that way you can actually get honeycombs. And honeycombs can be used to make different things. Like you can make a honeycomb block, which is just decorative. Or you can even make a honey block with 4 honey bottles, where essentially this is like a stickier version of a slime block, I guess. And your jump height is very reduced from if you were to land on top of it.
It's kind of like the opposite of a block.
Yeah, and this is also like sorry, guys. This is also like soul sand as well. Like you walk really slowly through this stuff. Like this is basically like pure honey and stuff like that. But this can actually be used as a slime block. But honey blocks do actually not stick to slime blocks, which is nice. So you can create like a dual system of slime blocks and honey blocks.
So slime blocks make you jump higher, and then honey blocks make you
They basically
stop.
As soon as you landed, you just like kind of stick, which is it's kind of funny.
You think you could do that strategy then, where you like jump off a cliff, and then like right before you hit the ground, you put a slime or a honeycomb block, and that'll protect you?
Yeah. I think you actually I think you still take damage. Yeah, you still take damage. It's just that it's a fifth of its normal damage that you would take. So you would still have to be careful with how high you were to jump off of that. And if you're going to do that, might as well use water anyway, like a water bucket.
Or a slime block.
Or even a slime block, yeah. But even if you were to land on the edge of a slime block, you could take the damage still, which kind of sucks. But you can also create essentially your own bee's nest by making a beehive, which you can use planks and honeycombs in order to actually do. And then you can do the same type of harvesting that you could before. Now, the only problem is that when you harvest something, then bees will get aggravated at you. And if one bee from an entire swarm gets angry, that entire swarm will suddenly be after you.
So it's kind of like the pigmen and wolves.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get stung by them. I'm allergic to bees.
But essentially, like the beehives, like I said, act the exact same way. But if you don't want them to get aggroed at you, you can put a campfire underneath of it. And I guess the smoke or something like that will keep the bees at bay.
That's what they do in real life.
Yeah.
They'll light a fire underneath the beehive or get like incense or like something with smoke and put it under the bees. It's kind of like catnip for bees. It basically calms them down and won't make them sting you, and you could get it out without them attacking.
And then you can harvest honeycombs or just honey. Completely safe with that. And then they also added it so that way you can use a shovel. Just like how you can make a path block onto grass, you can use a shovel to actually put out a campfire, and then you can relight the campfire, which is pretty cool.
With a shovel?
Yeah, with you can't relight it with a shovel, but...
Oh, so like you could kind of like how like they'll shovel dirt or something over the fire to suffocate it?
Yeah.
And then there's also the soak touch, which you on a pickaxe or anything. too, where
Oh, if you just want to pick up the beehive.
yeah, but if you do that, because there are bees inside the hive, so if you break it without it and without the campfire, the bees and there'll be bees that come out of the hive to attack you, and plus the ones that are already out. But with the silk touch, it just aggravates the ones on the outside of the hive.
Also, you do have to be careful because beehives, I don't think it's the same with bee nests, but with beehives, you cannot move it with a piston. So you can't make a farm that way using like a sticky piston to move it back and forth and stuff like that. But you definitely could just have a bunch of campfires under a bunch of like beehives.
What's the difference in
and
this
then
case?
just put them out and relight them. What?
Are the beehives like, the ones that you'll see in tree, are they, because when I was playing it, the beehive showed like the one that like actual bee farmers have, like the little.
Yeah, beehives are the ones that the farmers
makes no
have.
sense.
And then the bee nests are the ones that you find naturally around the world.
Yes, the ones naturally are beehives, and the one that you harvest them are nest usually in real life.
I know, that's
so stupid.
That's why I mixed up myself at first. I was really confused. But yeah, so let's actually talk about the bees themselves.
They're bees. That's it.
Yep. They have half the health as your character does, at least normally, that is.
Dude, those are some strong bees.
And yeah, no, I mean, these things are huge too.
They must be like
they're scary.
They must be like the African honeybee or the African killer bee or whatever.
Well, to be fair as well, spiders are like 4 times the size of your character as well. So.
Well, I don't know. Have you seen the freaking camel spiders in like Afghanistan and stuff that are the size of a dinner plate?
Oh yeah, those things are scary, man. But basically, they live in groups of other bees, and if they are not home to a hive or a nest, then they'll essentially just kind of like wander around until they find one, which is kind of funny.
It's
in my
kind of
opinion.
sad.
It is. They look so lonely. It's sad. They're just like wandering around.
It's like that cliche in a movie when a village is attacked. You just always find that one little boy wandering around going, "Mommy, Daddy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so since these bees are so fat as well, only 3 of them.
The way you said, because these bees are so fat.
Only 3 of them could fit inside of. Only 3 of them could fit inside of a nest at a time. Oh my gosh!
Jeez.
Stop. Okay. But if you don't harvest or aggravate, if you don't harvest from the nests or hives or anything, or you don't aggravate one of them, then they are completely neutral, just like zombie pigmen. So you do have to essentially annoy them. But yeah, there's also several other things. I will say that one honorable mention, I guess is one way to put it, is that you can actually light campfires with fire charges now. As well as you can, now if you have a dispenser, if you're facing it in any direction, if you put a firework rocket in it, it'll actually go the direction that the dispenser is facing.
Oh, that's cool.
Instead of just going straight up. So, yeah. So that was literally the entire update. Everything else is either just adding in new...
Like spawn eggs, all that.
Yeah, like, it's really not worthwhile to go through the rest.
They're affected by bane of arthropods.
Yeah. That's because they are technically an arthropod. I think, at least. Because I think that's a phylum of, like, insects and stuff.
Well, I mean, squids are arthropods.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
So, besides all that, make sure you check out our Instagram and Twitter for any future updates for AFcast. Or YouTube videos or streams or anything that we do.
They're arthropods. They belong to the class Insecta that comes under Phylum Arthropoda.
Yep.
Just your little biology fact of the day, coming from your boy DJ Augie.
But besides that, if you want to actually find where the podcasts and YouTube videos and streams and everything are, then make sure you check out our website. It has the list of everything there, and it just shows everything that we host. If you want to actually like talk to us about either Minecraft or other video games, or even other people about these video games, then make sure you check out our Discord channel. It is a huge community channel.
Yes, please join. We are very lonely.
We are very lonely. It's sad.
It makes me cry.
Not really. We actually have quite a few people who talk in the server, but
yes, but it's all real friends of ours.
That's true. They're real friends. Wow.
Well, I mean, like people we know in
I
real
know,
life or like close online. But you guys could also become that friends if you are friends like that if you join the Discord.
It's true.
Do it.
All right, and then if you want to listen to more music from the same person who did the beginning and end of this podcast, like that music, I'm not explaining this very well, then make sure you check out Bryce A or DJ Augie.
What?
He's the one who made the music for the beginning and end of this podcast. So if you enjoyed it, then make sure you listen to his stuff. He will be coming out with a new album soon as well.
Depending on when this podcast comes out.
Today.
Oh, then yes. My new album is called Techno Asylum, and it is coming out Friday, December 27th. So stay tuned. I think you guys are really going to like it.
All right. Well, besides all of that, game on.
Game on.